From trying to change the world to being accused of harming it for his own gain. Here's how Elon Musk's Neuralinks may have transported dangerous primate pathogens illegally. Ever since Elon Musk has been thrust into the limelight for his ingenious innovations in technology, Musk has been aggressively trying to push the boundaries of both science and engineering. His endeavors are far beyond anything the average mind could conceive of doing. And it's no secret that he's considered to be one of the smartest men of our generation. A title that holds merit and is well deserved. Hell, even the city of Los Angeles let him drill underground to conduct research on faster train travel, based on some theory he got while staying up late one night after drinking too much coffee. With that kind of faith in Musk's intellect, it's no wonder that he's been allowed to push the limits of his creativity in a way that no one else could. Did you know that a neural chip in the brain might be the furthest Musk has tried to push the limits of the human body? In addition to that, he's also tried to push human exploration to its limits, with plans to colonize Mars. Yup, you heard that right. Musk wants to colonize the Red Planet, and he's been working at it for some time now, with more than 200 test rockets completing the journey thus far. Despite these test rocket missions usually blowing up in flames, Musk is determined to be the first man on Mars. But back here on Earth, some of Musk's experiments are getting a lot of backlash. And now the nonprofit organization known as the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, or PCRM for short, thinks Musk has crossed an ethical line that there's no going back from. But has he really? Let's investigate. In past generations, geniuses have gotten away with heinous experiments that would even give Victor Frankenstein a run for his money. And like Frankenstein, Musk certainly isn't afraid to conduct mad scientist-like experiments. According to the PCRM, Musk has pushed his research too far. And when they began digging a little deeper, they were horrified by what they saw. They discovered that Musk's Neuralink researchers were conducting experiments on macaques. The PCRM's investigators weren't prepared for what they were about to learn from Musk's horrifying research. The SpaceX founder's Neuralink research and development program had 23 monkeys in its care, and out of all 23 of those monkeys, the PCRM claims none of them met a good fate. The organization alleges that after placing the Neuralink in the macaques' brains, the animals were housed in poor conditions and fed and watered only sparingly. Shockingly, the macaques who went thirsty and hungry were the lucky ones. The PCRM claims several of the monkeys were euthanized due to not meeting Musk's research criteria. Even the ones who made it through the entire trial are said to have met a grisly fate. And after meeting the goals of the researchers, many of them were killed. But the worst part's yet to come. The monkeys who did make it through the trial were then dissected, so that scientists could retrieve the Neuralink device implanted in their heads. The PCRM's also accusing Musk's Neuralink team of letting the monkeys die of trauma. But that isn't even the PCRM's most damning evidence yet, and little did they know they'd soon make their darkest discovery yet. While implanted with the Neuralink device, a female macaque developed horrible, life-threatening infections throughout her tiny body. Initially, researchers were unable to determine how she developed the infections, but it didn't take long for them to figure it out. Following the dissection, it was revealed that the healthy female monkey had developed horrible diseases after being implanted with Musk's Neuralink device. I should add that these diseases are also extremely lethal to the human body. Among the diseases found in the female macaque were antibiotic-resistant staph, bacterial pneumonia, and the herpes B virus. Nasty. Not surprisingly, upon learning of the discoveries, the PCRM was furious and demanded that the information on the treatment of the 23 monkeys in the Neuralink team's care be shared with the public. And as it turned out, the PCRM wasn't the only organization concerned about this. After the allegations surfaced, the U.S. Department of Transportation, or DOT, began conducting an investigation of its own and was concerned about the possibility of viruses being transported across the U.S. If Musk and Neuralink are found to be responsible for any malpractice, not only would he face serious repercussions as far as his image is concerned, but the US DOT plans to hit Musk with hefty fines. Not surprisingly, however, the allegations and potential fines haven't weakened Musk's resolve, or his belief in Neuralinks.
Be able to save and replay memories. I mean, this is obviously sounding increasingly like a Black Mirror episode, but well, I guess they're pretty good at predicting.
And he's determined to press forward with Neuralink's goals. According to Musk, Neuralink will provide an amazing benefit to mankind, and claims the purpose of the Neuralink device is to connect the brain with a computer interface. The goal is to enable people to feel sensations that they might otherwise have a lack of access to. And it doesn't take a genius like Elon Musk to see the vast possibilities for this product. People who are missing limbs could directly connect to their prosthetics, allowing them to move freely, so people who suffer from a loss of sense could feel again. Clearly, the possibilities for this product could be endless, but that's if it delivers. Did you know that as soon as the concept of Neuralink was introduced to the general public, there was already fear of what this product could do? After the popularity of the Black Mirror TV series, people couldn't help but draw comparisons between the two. An episode of the Black Mirror titled "The Entire History of You" shows people wearing a similar chip, and they fall into a trap of sensations that leads to a myriad of mental illnesses. Hopefully, if Neuralink ever does become a product available to the general public, it doesn't produce similar effects, despite the conspiracy theories on the internet and the investigation conducted by the PCRM. Musk continues to defend himself and his team amid the damning allegations, so essentially we have two choices: believe the PCRM or believe Musk and his team. And it's a hard choice. One team has a noble cause, while the other's packing one of the smartest men on the planet. Musk claims that the monkeys who were killed during his Neuralink experiments were sickly and likely to die. He also said that the first two monkeys to die were actually cadavers that were already dead and only used to test the initial insertion process of the Neuralink. Musk also claims that the care provided to the monkeys was of adequate quality and overseen by UC Davis veterinary staff. According to the university's veterinary staff, all of the animals' treatment was very well managed, and they were all provided with adequate space and nutrition. The PCRM, of course, was quick to rebut this claim, saying that the monkeys were not actually under the care of UC Davis until 2020. In an open letter to the PCRM, Musk declared that he wished animal subjects weren't required for experimentation, and that hopefully in the future it'll be possible for him to conduct his research without the use of animals. But there was something missing from Musk's statement. He failed to address the most damning allegation of all, the one about the diseases some monkeys contracted after receiving the transplant. And with primate and human biology being so similar, this omission by Musk should be concerning. In his statement, Musk chose to exclude a response to the biggest risk to human health. So there you have it. From trying to change the world to being accused of harming it for his own gain. That's how Elon Musk's Neuralinks may have transported dangerous primate pathogens illegally